In the before time, a new year means new resolutions and a fresh start. Most people can agree that 2020 was not the best year, especially for those who were not financially stable, frankly speaking. So, you need to ensure that you are not just well prepared to tackle any kind of financial emergency, but you are also in a track to meet your financial goals. So, here are the 6 mistakes that people should avoid while dealing with money in this new year. With new year comes 365 new and exciting days to mark your destiny. You, me, everybody in our lives goes through tough times. We all make mistakes, but this doesn't mean that this is the end of our lives. We do not realize until we reach at that point, am I right? So here we are with the blind book, the medium that will open your eyes to become more stronger every time you fall off. Number 1. Not investing early. If you want to be rich, you have to find a way to earn money while sleeping, or else you will end up working whole life. Warren Buffett said that. Investing early doesn't mean go and get a Demat account and put all your money in. It is far more. If you want to get into any type of investing, first you should understand what does that really mean. First, you have to invest your time in learning how to invest. And it is really important that if you are going to buy a stock, it is not a stock, it's a business you are buying behind that stock. If you don't have time to learn investing, then also you can invest in an index fund. Investing not necessarily means investing in stock market or real estate. The book you bought last week, which teaches you something and helps you uplift your career, it's an investment for you. If you are good at photography and you took a course for it, then it is also an investment for you upon yourself. If you asked for my advice, then I would certainly say that you should invest in communication skills, because sometimes you have ideas, but you don't have the words to share that idea. When wise men said, first invest in yourself. So by this I mean there are 2 ways you can invest. One is upon yourself and the other is for your future. And I think you should invest them in both. These both things require a balance among them, as they are like sides of a 2 coin. Not spending carefully. It sounds really obvious that one should spend carefully if you want to be rich. But then, most of the people are making these basic mistakes daily. Even when they go out to buy grocery from a store, the store also make them buy things that they didn't, but they got those things. One should be really wise with money, because what you spend is what you earn. It might sound absurd, but it is the truth. If shoes cost $200 and you got them for around $100 somehow with some discount, then the $100 is what you earn. You might have enrolled in some subscription-based services and it is draining your pockets every month, and you might not be even noticing it. So, are there any strategies to spend carefully? Well, it's quite simple in theory. You want to spend less than what you earn. Am I right? Here is a list of some of my favorite tips. Number 1. When you feel like you have to buy something in that moment, just wait. Sometimes the urge will go away and you will realize it wasn't all that important. Number 2. Break down your income to hours and dollars. If you make $100 per hour, a $5 Starbucks drink is costed you 30 minutes of your work time. Is that really worth it? Choice is totally yours. And lastly, know your spending guidelines. Not doing maths before student loan. More than $1.3 trillion with 2,726 added every second. Yes, you heard me right. So every second that it ticks, an average American takes up a student debt. College degree is expensive, but if loan is taken with proper maths, it can turn out to be a great investment. So what's the proper maths behind it? So first question which should pop up, do you really want to pursue that for which you are taking loan? Because many people don't even know that whether they will be able to pay the loan back with their salary or not. So the process should start from analyzing, do you really want to pursue? If you have found that, then the question arises, are there any other options for which you can apply, like government schemes and scholarships, and most probably you will find one, and then you would be able to reduce your fees by great amount. Now the major question arises, would that degree be worth the loan you are taking? Let me make simple for you. Most data shows that degree students earn way more than those who opted for non-degree course. So most probably, if you have analyzed everything, you won't be having any trouble, but do the maths right. Not saving for retirement while being employed. In today's world, not saving for retirement during employment and not having a 401k account is an unwise decision in the long run. Investing in the Apple stock is much more beneficial than simply buying a new iPhone. Buying Apple stock instead of an Apple Mac in 1998 is a better investment. The $1,300 in 1998 is equal to $178,000. Coming back to the subject on how retirement savings are important, it is estimated that around 70% of your current income is required for retirement. For example, if you are earning $100 monthly, then 70% of this amount, which is equal to around $70, is required to sustain during the retirement period. Now the question arises, how to save for retirement? The best advice is to make a detailed retirement plan with the help of experts. Another option is to invest in Roth IRA and 401k account. Not having an emergency fund. An emergency fund allows you to live for a few months even if you lose your job or if something unexpected comes up that costs a fair chunk of money to cover, like during the period of unemployment, medical emergencies, natural disasters, and even pandemic like coronavirus. So, having an emergency fund is necessary during these challenging times where people are struggling financially due to COVID-19. So, having an emergency fund has to be your topmost priority. So, the question is how to maintain it. Number 1, save at least 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Number 2, develop a plan to start saving. Number 3, put your emergency fund in an accessible place, and most importantly, stick to your plan. Abusing credit cards. Credit card is the easiest way to get approved for. There are other benefits while using credit card like rewards, fraud protection, credit card building, credit plans, and many more. Since they are easy to use, they also make it easy to overspend. People usually spend around 12 to 18% more than when they use cash. Nobody wants to fall into debt, but it all happens all too early and quickly. Some of the most common expenses that throw people into credit card debt are unexpected medical bills, emergency expenses, and even just everyday spending, such as on groceries, that eventually adds up and becomes a very big amount someday. So here are the tips to avoid credit card problems. Pay off all your balances every month. Use credit card for needs, not for wants. And lastly, stay under 30% of your total credit card limit.